सदाशिवसमारम्भां ज्ञानसम्बन्धमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, visitors, viewers, participants sitting with us around the world at this moment. 389 places through Nithyananda TV, 49 places two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, in 190 cities in 27 countries around the world. The cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. Black Diamond, Canada, Kumbha Prayag, Bradenton, Bridgetown, Barbados. Which country? Oh, Barbados is a country. Wow, today new country is joining. Satsang, Barbados country. Blessings. Kathmandu. And city center Pondicherry. Troy, Michigan. Hyderabad, Sri. Scottsdale, Arizona. Laspet, Pondicherry. Vancouver, Puri, Bangalore, Chennai, Adayar, Durango, Bangalore, Nithyananda Vidyalaya, Hollywood, Los Angeles, Madrid, Spain, City Center, Pondicherry, Bangalore, Marattahalli, Hyderabad, Bahyanagaram, San Diego, Tiruvalavai, Brooklyn, London, Sharjah, Austin, Alwarpet, Mill Valley, Vairavangoyil, Chicago, Srirangam, Charlotte, Srisailam, New York, Varanasi, Dubai, Tirukovilur, Vancouver, Puri, Oman, Sivagangai, London, Kashi, Priyankananda, Malaysia, Tallahassee, Florida, Kulim, Malaysia, Oklahoma, Somanatham, Bangalore North, Ohio, Prayag, Guadalupe, Rameshwaram, Seattle, Chidambaram, Devon, UK, San Jose, Madurai, Singapore, Singapuram, Paris, Kalighat, Toronto, Kailasam, Monterrey, Mexico. That's it. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. If any more cities joining, show me. Hyderabad, Sri, I can see you now. And Troy, Michigan, I can see now. Vancouver, Sinduri, I can see you now. Any other center? Great. Today, Nirahara Samyama, second level, first day. We'll be doing for next 7 days. Tara, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, Tara, blessings. I'll meditate for you and heal you. I commit with you, you will be healed. You will be healed. I'll heal you. Brooklyn, London, I can see you now. Blessings. Yes. It's so beautiful to help every individual so deeply. I literally feel now people are receiving my initiation. See, earlier it is like I am like a river, I flow. Who takes, who doesn't take. Now I feel I am a river flowing into everybody's mouth. And everybody is drinking the river and getting enriched. Yesterday I could see, I was working with one of our brahmachari. I could see when he was stuck, he is not able to find the pattern. When I awaken the Kundalini, it gets blocked. But the moment he found the pattern, when I awaken the Kundalini, the whole body is responding. Understand, every blockage, every root thought pattern of suffering stops your Kundalini energy. And the whole homework is about memory. How you started developing hatred for memorizing. To do this homework, Bhaktika forgot. Person who forgets the whole exercise about memory itself. It is all about memory. Even that, she forgot. One professor who has a strong pattern of hatred towards memory. He will forget things so badly. Many times when he comes back from his university, he will forget his house address and call the university and find the address and reach the house. Sometime when he goes to university, he will forget the address of university and call the house and find the address of the university and go there. Once, unfortunately, he forgot both. He is in the middle of the street, looking this side and that side. One elderly gentleman was passing by. He stopped him and asked, "Do you know one professor used to live here? His house?" The guy said, "No, I don't know. I am new to this area." So he met another lady. He asked her, "Do you know one senior professor used to live in this area, his house?" She said, "I also don't know," and went away. Third, he saw a young guy, and asked him, "Do you know there used to be a very senior professor living in this area? Do you know his house?" The guy said, "Yes, I know. In this street, the corner, second house." This guy looked up and asked, "How do you know perfectly when others don't know?" The guy said, "Enough, Dad, I am your son." I can visualize 2-3 people in that place. Bhaktika is not that bad, but almost near. And there are few more people who said they forgot. Who are the others? Who forgot to do the exercise on memory. Triguna, raise the hand. And Priyamaya. Am I right? Forgot, na? Did the work. Okay. The great people who forgot even to work on memory. Now I can see Istanbul, Turkey. Blessings. Blessings to Turkey. But one thing I am very happy. People are thinking in the language of authenticity. Continuously, even when they forget, they tell the actual reason forgetting. Otherwise, they spontaneously lie. Sometimes they say, oh no, I was busy with too many things. What were you busy? No, I was preparing rope for committing suicide and poison for drinking, place for burying my body. No, these are all the spontaneous lies they give. Why did you not then commit suicide? No, after that I changed my mind. What made your mind to change? No, I had a confusion whether to jump in front of train or hang or drink poison or cut myself. And so many choice and options. I was too busy in selecting, I forgot the process. I was too busy in choosing. Then finally I forgot what for I am choosing. Finally I decided I'll jump in front of the train and die, and went all the way to railway station and saw the Allahabad train. I thought of going to Kumbha Mela and got into the train and went to Kumbha Mela. Because by the time I saw the train, I forgot I came here to commit suicide. This is the way life goes on. You don't even know what you are doing. You don't even know what life is up to. It is so unfortunate. But now I feel so confident and courageous that the sannyasa sampradaya for the Sarvanya Pita will be done. I am not going to start on Kathopanishad today. I still want people to further work and get to the ability of memorizing at least 2 slokas a day. Still, how many are not able to memorize the sloka? Raise your hand. How many can't chant on your own? Raise your hand. So till you all evolve and come up, I am going to wait. I'll wait, no problem. For next few days also we will work. Today after all, we have enough time. Work, work, work. We will work on removing all the patterns. Patterns related to the hatred towards memory. When I am working on these tattvas, now it becomes so evident to each individual about their own inauthenticity. Most of the self-awareness work is done by this tattva itself. They themselves become aware. You do not need much of the watching, viewing, managing from external source, outside. Only if you decide you want to be inauthentic and lack of integrated, you can continue to be. Neither you can cheat you, nor you can cheat others. Earlier, you yourself were cheating you, strongly believing you are integrated and authentic, only other than you, whole world is inauthentic. You are the person living with ultimate authenticity. Now everybody understands, no, that is not the true. I do have some inauthenticity. Nowadays I can catch very clearly the moment they answer spontaneous lie. Most of them, they themselves catch them. The spontaneous lie and inauthenticity. If they decide to be inauthentic, that is up to them. I have no problem. But at least they know whether they are authentic or not. Next step I want to do is extending all these completions and commitment to all the two-way cities. The satsangis who are coming every day on two-way, extending. Please understand, yesterday I myself sat personally with one brahmachari and helped him to find this root thought pattern, how he cognized the idea that memorizing is difficult. So for next few days, of course, from tomorrow Kumbha Mela, tomorrow I will be here in the satsang. 6th satsang, we will be doing it from Kumbha Mela, Kumbhapuri. I may be speaking on the Kumbha, the story of churning the ocean, and Kumbha Mela with these 4 tattvas. Haridwar is integrity. When Ganga lands on the ground and straightens herself towards her mission, is integrity. Allahabad is authenticity, where she is gaining power by gathering all her intellect, emotion and being. Authenticity can be executed only when you gather your intellect, emotion and being, all three put together, not before. Understand? You can't practice authenticity if your emotion is one direction and intellect is one direction. Ganga is intellect, Yamuna is emotion, bhakti. That is why the Yamuna is Krishna's representative, Ganga is Shiva's representative. Jnana and bhakti. Saraswati is being, yourself. Only when you integrate all these three, authenticity is possible. Prayag is authenticity. And Ujjaini is responsibility, Mahakala. And Ujjaini is the place, the seat from which the whole India was ruled by Vikramaditya. The very seat is called responsibility. Ujjaini was the power center for whole India for quite a long time, till the Mughal period. Ujjaini was the power center, place of Mahakal, and the Nasik is enriching others, where the Amrita is finally kept only to share with people. Actually Nasik is the place where all devatas have been given Amrita, because after hiding in all these three places, the fourth place, the war was over, Vishnu started sharing it with devas, enriching. The place stands for enriching actually. Sharing. Kumbha with these four tattvas. Kumbha with these four tattvas. We will have sessions on Mahakumbha from tomorrow. Already I have given the frame. After that I wanted to work with every individual personally and guide the individual to find the root thought pattern. And when I guide itself, mostly I can awaken their kundalini and not only guiding and remove the pattern on the spot. When you open the body to show where the tumor is, I am not just a nurse to show the tumor and then asking you to remove the tumor. After all, I am a doctor. I can just remove the tumor also and throw it away. Once you see it and you don't want it. If you want it, then I will leave it and stitch it back. Once you don't want it, you can just throw it away. We can. See, when a teacher supports you to find your root pattern, it is more like a diagnostic laboratory. You get the blood report, X-ray, ECG, MRI, scan, report and everything. But when a doctor does, it's not just diagnosis, surgery also. I'll work with many of you and then work with international video conferencing cities also. I think the new chapter in our satsang is starting, because I am going to continuously help and guide people to find their root thought patterns. See, first I am going to guide you guys to find your root thought pattern, and then help the satsangis in the two-way city, to helping them to find the root thought pattern. Then, to make the program completely useful for larger number of people, any celebrities want to find their root thought pattern, we will invite them to be part of the morning satsang, where we will guide them to find their root thought pattern of suffering. Where we will guide them and help them to find their root thought pattern of suffering. Come on, anybody, today I will start with memory. Listen. Listen. First, when did you start feeling memorizing is difficult, by hearting is difficult in your life? Yesterday one brahmachari said at the age of first standard, maybe 4 or 5, when my uncle asked me, forced me to memorize the tables and pushed me saying that if you study you will be able to survive, I started developing the fear, it is difficult. If I can, I can, otherwise what can I do? I give up on myself. And still that guy is struggling and suffering with that same pattern of giving up on himself. In 20 minutes he will give up on himself. Nithyananda. The maximum time he can be aware is 20 minutes. I tell you, any conversation you hold with him more than 20 minutes, he will not know what he spoke 20 minutes before. How many of you work with him? You understand? Maximum you can make him remember something cohesively 20 minutes only. Yesterday I saw, by one cycle, he just changed the whole plate. Then I have to say, no, please don't go off the track. You are supposed to reach Bangalore, not Mysore. Please change the track. So before the second 21 minutes, I have to seal him. Anyhow. But finally, very successfully, he got the root pattern. He got the root thought pattern is, understand, the cognizance of your mamakara, the individual consciousness, is the base material for the root thought patterns. Cognizance of mamakara of the individual is the basis of root thought patterns. Listen. Now my satsangs have become all filled with technical terms. I don't want it to become completely non-understandable to a new visitor. So I'll better use ordinary English words itself. Today only I decided. Only when you guys declare, you use the Sanskrit words for integrity, authenticity and all that. Even while you think you can use that word. But in satsangs, I am not going to use that words because I am going to introduce these tattvas to many people. Before even they understand the tattva, if you introduce some new technical term, they are too busy with appanam, uppanam. They are so busy with appanam. They miss the original meaning of the word. The idea we are trying to convey through that word. Uppanam, appanama. அப்பணம் திருட்டு உப்பணம் போல இருக்கு அவ்வளவு. இட் இஸ் நெய்தர் உப்பணம் நார் அப்பணம். உபாயனம் ஆப்யாயனம். So, I'll better use the English words in the morning satsang to introduce this tattvas. Generator started stopping. After long gap, generator is starting, so generator was down for last few days. So no, really, people aren't able to understand. What uppanam, uppanam, appanam, appanam. It is upayanam, apyayanam. Then I have to do a separate session for that. Anyhow, so I'll use only straight Sanskrit words, like straight English words: integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching. Still generator is not stopped. Still she is not stopped, na? Any of you who worked on this process, homework, I tried my best to find the root thought pattern when I cognized by hearting is difficult, memorizing is difficult, capturing, storing, reclaiming, restoring information is difficult. If you did your homework but not able to find the root incident from which the root thought pattern has started growing, raise your hand. Come on. How many, if you want, come to the mic, I'll directly help you to find the root thought pattern. We'll start from today. From today, we'll start the practical satsang. Introduce yourself to all the visitors, satsangis sitting all over the world.
Nithyananda,
put off screen, of me and of she.
Nithyananda, I am Manitya Bhairavikananda.
Go ahead.
Swamiji, yesterday I kept thinking like when I started getting that root thought pattern, but I couldn't actually find the incident. Only thing I remember is like what I had regarding by hearting. Whenever I take out the books, history or whatever, there'll be huge notes, pages and pages. By the time I finish one page and go to the next page, I'm very clear I'll forget the first page.
See, at some time you would have cognized memorizing is difficult. How did you forget even that? Do you remember the oldest incident when you started feeling that memorizing is difficult? One good thing that happened in my life is I saw Raghupati Yogi before I saw my teachers. All of you will have at least 1 or 2 teachers as your heroes. At that time, you would have had a respect towards them like heroes. Now you may not have at that time. I never had a single teacher like a hero other than my guru, Raghupati Yogi. Raghupati Yogi and Kumbha Mela. Other than these two, even in the childhood days, I never felt any one of them as heroes, as my ideal. I had one maths teacher, not the Gandhi, another one guy, for whom I gave this darshan of like Ayyappa darshan. Sometimes he lives in the next street. So morning, sometime he will take his bicycle and come near the temple. In one corner, he will stop the bicycle and release the air and start going by walk. He will go by walk, taking the bicycle along with him without riding on it. One day I saw that. I was wondering why he himself is releasing the air. And you see, usually when the cycle gets punctured, they will walk taking the bicycle along with them instead of without riding. But I saw he himself release the air and he is walking, pulling the bicycle along with him by walk. I could not understand. Anyhow, I did not ask him anything. I went to school. I was also going by walk, but I went little ahead of him. I entered the school and but already I was late. As usual, I was late. So because I was late, I was standing outside the school. Anybody comes late, headmaster has to come and ask for the reason. Only if the right reason, he will allow them inside. Otherwise, they have to stand on their knees and all that punishment will be given, 100 sit-up and all that. So, I was standing outside. Listen to this story. So, I was standing outside the school. Still, headmaster has not come to me for asking reason because he knows he has to spend at least half an hour with me to get the reason. I am not going to be giving a straight answer. I am just, so he knows the moment he saw me, he got frightened. He said, "You stand there." Then I saw this teacher coming. This maths teacher, Govindarajan his name is. This headmaster asked him, "Why are you late?" The teacher spontaneously was telling, "No, my cycle got punctured. I have to come all the way by walk. That is why late." I could not understand because I saw with my own eyes he releasing the air. But I did not tell anything. I kept quiet. The headmaster was screaming at other students and he told the teacher, "You go inside." He allowed the teacher because it's a valid reason. He was screaming at other students, few students. Then he sent all of them. Then he looked at me. He said, "I don't even want to talk to you. You please go inside the school. You came. That itself is a big..." And I straight went to my class and he was the teacher who came morning, who released the air in his own bicycle came. That teacher was taking class, his class. So I went straight to the class. And he did not allow me inside the class. If you come late, you have to stand outside. I was standing there. I said, "Can I come in, sir?" He said, "Why are you late?" Then I did not tell anything. I just said in a very indirect way, "Sir, today I was busy in seeing one person releasing the air in their cycle by themselves." And then telling the headmaster their cycle got punctured. "I was busy attending that person, sir, that is why I got late." He just looked He's my relative also. He looked and, you have eyes everywhere? He told in Tamil, ஊரெல்லாம் உனக்கு கண்ணாடா, நீ இருக்கிற ஊர்லயே குடுத்தனம் பண்ணக்கூடாதுடா. I can't live in the city where you are living. In Tamil, it's a very frustrated way he said, ஊரெல்லாம் உனக்கு கண்ணாடா, நீ இருக்கிற ஊர்லயே குடுத்தனம் பண்ணக்கூடாதுடா. But anyhow, I had a deep compassion for him because I myself don't want to come to the school. He also must be having the same thing. So I said, sir, I have no problem. I am not asking you to allow me inside the class. You just give the attendance. I am going. I went away. He said, hey, where are you going? Where are you going? I will not give attendance to you. Then I said, then I am going to HM's room. He said, no, I am giving attendance to you. Then I am going to the house. Leave it. If you are giving attendance, I am going to the house. If you are not giving the attendance, I am going to the HM's room. He said, no. I am giving you the attendance not only now, whenever you don't come, you go now. He's my relative. So that night I went to his house. His wife is my aunt. So you see, in Indian villages, we have a very sweet relationship among the relatives. When you go to especially when you are a kid, when you go to your aunt's house or uncle's house, they give you a lot of sweet and give you snacks. And you know which snack is very special, and you always choose that house. I'll choose, today Sunday. Which house special snack? Come on. It's a large 4th street. You see, 4th street is, some way it will be related, they will be related to me. So, I went to his house and I was sitting. He came out of his tuition. Then I asked him, because it's house, I called him as Mama, Uncle. In the school, I'll have to call him as Sir, teacher. I asked him, Mama, why did you release the air from your own cycle and then go and tell the teacher cycle got punctured? Why you have to walk all the way up to school? And he said, no, I was feeling so bored to go to school, but I have to find a reason. That is why I released the air from the cycle and went by walk. It's like a little relaxation and delayed the class. Finally, I had a reason to tell the headmaster. It was a shock. I felt, wow, neither you want to go nor I want to go, but both of us are forced to go and sit. Then what kind of hypocrisy? Neither I want to study, nor you want to teach. Then how will the subject enter into my system? How is it going to be any way useful to me? Understand? Then I gave him the idea. Even if that is the case, you don't have to walk from all the way from near the temple to the house, temple to the school. You could have just gone around in the bicycle, this side, that side, this side, that side, and then come late to the school, and near the school you could have just released the air. He said, this I did not think, from tomorrow I will do this. I told him, see, I am giving you the ideas and you give me attendance. Anyhow, I made fun with him and all that, and I had some snacks and came back to the house. All that is different. But it was such a strong revelation for me. Neither you want to teach, nor I want to learn. Then where are we heading? Somebody would have been responsible for you to have that cognizance. Am I right? You'll have to dig out that to the depth. See, because unfortunately for me, nobody was able to put that idea, memorizing is difficult on me. I had respect only on Raghupati Yogi. Raghupati Yogi always gave me the idea everything is possible. Simply possible. When I happened on my body and grew up, I only saw the vast possibility in front of me as a life. Never had any building or a hill or a blockage. Oh, it is difficult or impossible, you have to cross. I still remember when I started my life, when I started developing the feeling that I am the individual self, I saw life as a vast possibility. When I see the temple tank, I know I can jump and swim, even though I have not learned the swimming. When I see the land, I know I can grow garden or a flower garden or a fruit garden or anything. When I see the school, I know I can I can pass the examination. When I see the playground, I know I can play, even though I have not played even once. When I see the temple, I know I can reach him. Everything I saw in front of my eyes was only a huge possibility. When I see the railway station, I know I can reach any city. That time the idea of world is not there. I know the very long distant place means I only know Himalayas and Varanasi. That's what I heard from Kumbha Mela and Raghupati Yogi. So whenever I see the railway station, I will remember only, oh, இந்த ட்ரெயின் வழியாக தான் வாரணாசி போக போகிறேன்ல, இந்த ட்ரெயின் வழியாக தான் நான் ஹிமாலயாஸ் போக போகிறேன். ஸோ ரயில்வே ட்ராக் இஸ் யூஸ்ஃபுல் ஒன்லி டு ரீச் ஹிமாலயாஸ் ஃபார் மீ. But it is a huge possibility only. Whenever I see the bus, the local Sabarimala, these few places in which you can reach by bus, possibility. Anything I saw in front of my eyes, whether it is a bus stand or a school or a temple or a temple tank or a house, everything was a possibility for me. It was all reminding a possibility for me. Never an abstraction or impossible or difficult. How many of you are cognizing what I am saying? But somewhere you would have cognized the impossibility. Who, what, when, where. Come on.
Earliest memory I remember is maybe second standard or third standard. It was like my Purvashram mother, she was asking me some answers. So, one answer, two answer I answered.
Hey, listen. Have you authentically completed with her? Then you can use the word Purvashram mother. If you have not authentically completed, don't use Purvashram mother, use the word mother.
Completion in the sense?
Means you are, any pattern you received from her as the completion with the mother, you have completed it? Then you have to call her only as mother. Only if you finish, understand? You have to catch the biology, bioenergy of the spiritual mother and drop the psychology of the biological mother. Catch the psychology, please listen. You have to catch the biology of psychological mother, Guru. Drop the psychology of the given by the biological mother. Clear? You have to drop the psychology given by the biological mother, catch the biological bioenergy of the psychological mother, Guru. Gurukul kids, clear? So till you have completed with her and dropped the psychology given by her, you have to call only as mother. Only when you have finished completion, listen, now all of you will use all these words only authentically. Just because you have taken one kavi cloth from my feet, you can't use the word Purvashram mother, Purvashram father, Purvashram brother. You should have completed. Only then you should use the word Purvashram. So when you use the word Purvashram, I know you are ready for sannyas. The very words you use should be authentic. And same way, I also decided that with the same authenticity, each one will be given a title. The person who is able to teach these four tattvas to people will be Acharya. The person who is able to make people experience these four tattvas, like guiding them into the finding the root thought pattern and enriching them not to give upon themselves and others, will be called as Paramacharya. We will define all this and be giving the titles to each one when they are qualified. Now come on. And same way, even the rishis can use Purvashram if they have completed with their Purvashram.
So she was asking me some questions. So 2 questions I answered properly. From the 3rd question onwards, I started forgetting the starting words. So I'll tell her, you just tell me the starting, then I'll tell you the answer. Literally so many questions happened like that. And then she's like, okay, you don't remember anything. You have to study everything again and then get this. That was the first time I thought, okay, after this I cannot memorize. It is very difficult.
So did she put the idea or you got it by yourself?
She told, I cognized it like that.
So now, that time, that one time, the cognition which you made, with so many other incidents, you went on strengthening it, strengthening it, strengthening it. Am I right?
Yes.
Now sit and do Swapurnatva with every incident.
Okay.
You got the root pattern? What was the age when you took these cognizance?
6 years, huh? 2nd standard means, 2nd, 3rd standard means 6, 7.
In house or when it happened?
In house only. House.
So she was asking you some question from which subject?
English.
She asked you, do you remember what happened exactly?
It was actually small answer questions, 2 to 3 questions answers. So when it came to 3rd question, I started forgetting the starting. Means the water or something like that, I'll forget. Only if she says that, then I can say the remaining answer. Otherwise, I'll not be able to remember what is the answer. So that was the beginning. So when it continued for 2-3 answers, then she said, okay, you don't remember, you have not by-hearted properly, you have to do the whole thing again and come back.
Now sit and complete with that. You got the root pattern. Root incident from where you got the root thought pattern, that memorizing is difficult.
Thank you.
Come on, next. Give a good hand for Bhairavika for discovering her root thought pattern. Go ahead.
Swamiji, எனக்கு மெமரைஸ் பண்ணுறதுனா படித்தா மட்டும்தான் அதை மெமரைஸ் பண்ண முடியும்.
In English.
I can't able to, by hearing I can't able to by heart. I am not able to memorize.
How did that pattern get into your system? When you cognized this first time in your life?
But Uh, Yearly, now I am able to tell Swami from plus 2.
No, earliest.
Earliest, for the practical exam, I am just
In which age?
in my 17, Swamiji.
17. No.
No,
This type of cognizance does not happen after 7. So go back. 17 you would have been adding to that cognizance, but the original cognizance itself, then still 17 you should have been Yagasantagrahi. Are you? One time repeater.
No, Swamiji. But
Then?
at that time I'm just realized I'm only able to, if I read, I can understand. That is why.
No. Tell me, when you cognized by hearting certain thing, memorizing is difficult. When you started believing it.
I think in my LKG, just
From 17 years it has went back to LKGC. What is your age at that time?
my age is maybe 5 or 4, something.
All over the world, please, all of you listen, because it will be helpful for you also. 5 or 4?
4.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Something they are practicing some Jani Jani Es Papa, that poem, I think.
Repeat step by step. They are?
Just they are telling Jani Jani Es Papa, that poem. Yes, they are. But even though they are telling, I am not able to memorize, Swamiji, by hearing.
So then who told you it is difficult for you to memorize?
But nobody told Swami. But all guys are chanted, told that I am not able to tell.
Oh, because you are not able to tell, you are struggling, you decided it is difficult.
Yes, Swamiji.
Okay. So then you went on strengthening that cognition with
Yes,
so
Swamiji.
many incidents.
Yes, Swamiji.
What's the next incident you remember?
By
What's the next incident? You
Swamiji,
started strengthening this belief.
one day with my sister, she's practicing for the memory, for the memorizing for me and another guy, my cousin. She's practicing for that cards, playing cards. She's practicing. First, she will tell. She will arrange that 10 cards. She will arrange. You have to see and you have to tell. She will tell what are the cards are first, and she will tell. Then we have to tell the same way. But my cousin told, but I can't tell Swamiji.
So then you cognized more and more.
Yes, Swamiji.
Anyhow, you found the root pattern now. First incident.
Yeah, I am not able to tell. That is the first pattern. Or
No, LKG.
yes, Swamiji.
That is the first, earliest you remember.
Yes, Swamiji.
Sit and do Swapurnatva with that. You will get out of it.
Okay.
All right. In further satsangs, you can expect more and more people helped to find their root thought pattern. Today with this, I'll move to the next segment of the morning satsang. Dial the avatar.